everyone, it's a Tiny Gamer, and this is a pre-recorded VOD. I'm going to be doing the Heavenstern event with Azuna. I don't have enough time to stream me playing this with Azuna, my cat girl, and Templeton. So instead, y'all are going to be getting pre-recorded VODs, which, as you see, have been posted to the channel. So sorry that I'm doing it this way, but I need this over here. But things have been so hectic, like at work, and I've been so exhausted and tired that I haven't. I kept forgetting to look at what the current calendar events are for this year. And apparently this event started December 31st of 2023. So I am way behind the ball with this. This event ends on the 15th. So I gotta get going. I've already done this event with Tiny Bishi, Silent Ghost, and Danny. So my 3 stream characters are going to be the last ones that I'm doing this with. Also, I have said this on my Discord. If you're not part of my Discord, go ahead and check out my link tree down below in my About section, or if you're seeing this on YouTube, down in my description. It seems that my Discord is like now the go-to where I post all my announcements for streams, videos, ideas, that sort of thing. So go ahead and check that out so you can keep up to date on everything that's going on with me. But as I posted, I'm going to be focusing on the event with those 3 stream characters. And then I'm going to take a pause, quote unquote, break. I'm going to put my little pre-made break insert that I have for VODs. And then when I have time, before I post these up to Twitch, you know, before I edit and post it to Twitch, I will record more gameplay to make it at least to the 2-hour mark. Most likely I'll be having these VODs be over 2 hours. But that's what I currently have going on right now, and now you're up to date on what's going on with this. But me having to do this and crunching the time also means that the World of Warcraft Dark Moon Fair event that I had wanted to do is going to be pushed back to next month. I am so sorry. I know I said this in December as well, but stuff kept coming up, and then with the exhaustion of work and all that, I'm sorry. But this also means for World of Warcraft you're going to be getting 2 different events going on, because I believe World of Warcraft has Loves in the Air. So I'll be doing that and the Dark Moon Fair in February. And also I'm breaking these into different segments. You know, one half of the VOD is going to be me doing the event, and the other half of the VOD, as I normally do, He's got to be questing, leveling up, that sort of stuff. To help preserve my voice. That's why I'm not doing all 2+ hours in one sitting. So, thank you in advance for understanding, because the day I'm recording this is Friday, I think it's the 12th of January? Yes, January 12th. And I wanted to do a stream later tonight where I finish the Leia's helmet from Return of the Jedi. Go to the Drowning Wench. Yes. Hopefully y'all are doing okay. Also, I did think about going live, doing like 2 hours for Azuna, stopping that live, and then starting up another for my cat girl and so on. But I thought that would be too much for me. That'd be too much stress. This is a lot less stressful for me to do, so I'm going to do it this way. I just seem to constantly be getting caught up in other stuff and then having to I don't have to do these events, but I find myself pretty regularly doing these events last minute because I'd be like, oh, this is going to be good, this will be good content, and, you know, it's stress that I'm putting on myself. But anyways, to be a mascot, the Ryu Mitsuke seeks the aid of a kindly adventurer. This quest is available for a limited time only. Excuse me. Well met, friend. Welcome to our festivities. I am known in my homeland of Hingashi as the Ryu Mitsuke, and it is my delegation's solemn charge to share our Heavenstern custom with the peoples of Eorzea, that we might join hands in revelry. Although Heavenstern is observed in both lands to mark the coming of a new year, there is a difference between our traditions. Here in Eorzea, a deity is chosen from among the 12 to preside over the heavens, while in the far east we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. And this year the beast is the mighty Ryu, a creature you Eorzeans might liken to a dragon. Now, in order to liven up the festivities, we decided to have a pair of horse-bird hatchlings, or should I say chocobo chicks, serve as mascots. Winsomely dressed in draconic attire, we are certain they would delight all who laid eyes upon them. However, when the Ryu Bugyo, the leader of our delegation, presented one of the chicks to a crowd, the reception was disappointingly muted. We know not where we erred. I say, you are an adventurer, are you not? In the course of dispensing aid, you must have acquired some insight into the people's interests. Loath though I am to impose, will you not help us to identify our plan's failings? In so doing, we may yet find a way to win over the locals with our mascots. You have my thanks. To begin, I ask that you seek out the Ryu Bugyo. For want of passers-by, she decided to wander around this plaza with her hatchling. Okay. When you find her, pray ask for her account of our dilemma, and thence help us find a solution. Okay. There's my black Hayate. Alright. And I want to apologize in advance. I'm on my computer, and my computer tends to have audio issues with this game, but like no other game. And as I've said in my recordings, I have closed my browsers, which had quite a few tabs open, because I tend to want to jump work to several things. And I closed my Discord. So hopefully all that will help with the audio. Because I don't hear the audio discrepancies when I'm recording. It only happens when I go to edit, and by then it's too late. So if that happens, I apologize. I have tried to go back and just click on different, sections of the video. So far it seems fine, but we'll see when I actually go to edit. Fingers crossed. And if you're wondering why I just opened, I opened a Beast. What flavor is this? Scary Berries. Yes, I still have Beast left. I think my roommate has 1 can left, and I have 4 left in the fridge. This is number 5. Oh-ho! Curious about our delegation too, are you? This is well, for I was just about to introduce our mascot, Ryunosuke, to this young lady. Can't even see my eyes. Feast your eyes on a horsebird among horsebirds, the pinnacle of plumage. I dare say Heavenstern has never hatched a mascot as utterly charming as our regal Ryu. Well, he's certainly adorable, but what's a Ryu? And why do you have him dressed up in that costume? An excellent question. You see, we wish to present the charms of the Chocobo and the Ryu in a lovable package. Just look at him waggle his scaly little tail. It's an exquisite combination, you must agree. And it would be remiss of me not to mention the craftsmanship that went into the outfit. Our weavers spared no effort to invoke the might and majesty of the Ryu in the diminutive form before you. The finished product is simply divine, is it not? I suppose. I still don't know what a Ryu is, but never mind. Thank you for letting me play with him. God, it's so bright. There it goes. Yet again, I failed to convey the virtues of our mascot. I love his outfit now. It's so cool looking. You come at the Rai Mitsuke's behest? I should be most grateful for your aid, adventurer. I seek only to share our mascot's charms with the people of Eorzea, but my every attempt has ended in failure, as you've just witnessed. Try as I might, I cannot see what I'm doing wrong. If you have any advice, anything at all, I would be most eager to hear it. Okay, so this is another one of the events where it doesn't matter what you pick. They'll be able to, they give the same bit of dialogue with whatever you choose. So I'm going to pick adorable as well and good, but you cannot forget the other things. Other things. It was my intent to have our mascots be the highlight of Heavenstern. You believe this is not enough? It might avail me to speak with that young girl as well. Let her gaze upon Ryusuke once more and... Ryunosuke. Uh-oh. Wherever did our little mascot go? Followed after the girl, you say? We must find him, and quickly. Please, adventurer, will you not help with the search? Thank you. Now then, I believe the girl set off in the direction of the tavern. The drowning wench, was it? If we find her, I dare say we will find Ryunosuke. And I have trouble with certain names in this event, so I apologize. Imperial nuisance, okay. Ah, thank goodness you're here. I've been asking this guardswoman about the girl, but I'm struggling to make myself understood. Perhaps you can clear things up. The lady said she's looking for a girl with a Ryu, but I haven't the faintest what that is. So I'm going to pick to rephrase, it's a chocobo chick wearing a costume. Ah, then you must be speaking of the odd little critter I spotted a few moments ago. It was wearing what looked like a dragon costume, and it was waddling after a young girl. I'm afraid I didn't observe where they went, though. Sorry I couldn't be of help. Many thanks. Ooh. Sorry, I took a drink and tried to talk while swallowing at the same time. Not a good thing. Many thanks for your assistance. In my haste, I neglected to explain the meaning of the word Ryu. As the Ryu Mitsuke told me, the creature doesn't exist in Eorzea. If I had begun by clarifying that it's similar to a dragon, I could have avoided the misunderstanding. Oh, I dare say I know now why our mascot has so struggled to win over the masses. I shall speak with this guardswoman a little more, in case she has aught else of note to share. Once I've finished, I plan to scour the upper decks. In the meantime, might I trouble you to search the lower decks? Once we have finished, let us reconvene at Bulwark Hall. Okay. So now we go this way. I'm also a little sleepy, I apologize. I stayed up pretty late trying to record Tiny Bishi and Silent Ghost's recording for this event. But at least I know where to go. It's because you get a cute little pet. That's why I'm like so adamant on doing this event. Okay, over here. A young lass and a chocobo chick. I spied them walking past the Atherite, though I couldn't say where they went from there. It appears the girl and the chocobo passed through the Atherite Plaza. Okay. Now we talk to this person over here. A chocobo chick wearing a little green dragon costume. Hasn't come this way, I'm afraid. With customers scarce as they are today, I remember something like that walked by. It appears the girl on the chook boat did not come this way. Okay. That is so cute. I like her little wings. I need to get wings. They're expensive though. And I think it's like per character, not account wide. In the cash shop. So you have to pay real world money for them. I know the lass you're after. Sibley is her name, and she's the daughter of a fellow merchant. A good friend of mine, in fact. You'd be hard-pressed to find a happier father and daughter. They go fishing at the river together all the time, they do. But he'll soon set sail for faraway lands, I'm told. Sibley's worried sick, and for good reason. The ocean's a fickle mistress, and even a simple voyage could cost a man his life. Any road. She came through here earlier, but I'm afraid I couldn't say where she is now. Perhaps someone else can help you there. You've learned something of note. Continue scouring the lower decks for more information. A girl with an oddly dressed chocobo chick. She passed by here just earlier. She looked a little lost, so I asked her if she needed help, but she told me she was fine, and that she was headed for the Ageless River. Though I left it at that, I couldn't help but worry for her. Out there on her own? I hope you find her soon. You believe you have enough information on Sibley's whereabouts. Make your way to Bulwark Hall and report your findings to the Ryu Bugyo. Okay. So now I'm going to go this way. And it's just across here. Oh, my hands are already starting to bother me. That's not good. There you are. By your triumphant expression, dare I hope that you've learned something of the little girl and our mascot? So the girl, Sybil, or Sibley, that's... I keep wanting to call her Sybil, and it's not Sybil, it's Sibley. Was headed for the Ageless River. That you can find such information that we need is auspicious indeed. For my part, in the course of speaking to the locals, I was able to learn more about dragons. That is, while they have many similarities with the Ryu of the Far East, they are in fact different creatures. I had been under the impression that they were one and the same, but be it their folklore or their status in mortal society, they are quite distinct. I had assumed that the people of Eorzea were like me, that they thought the Ryu was simply a dragon by another name. Okay. And I suppose it is little wonder that Sibley looked so puzzled during our first encounter. When next we find her, I shall do my utmost to explain the true meaning of our mascot. Now, off to the Ageless River with us. Okay. Alright, and I just put on my compression gloves, so it might take a bit to get used to them. Okay, new mascot map. Unattuned, of course I am. Gosh darn. Alright. So let's... Oops. It always takes me a bit to get used to these gloves. Okay. This way, I think? Yes. I'm gonna... Why am I so close? I'm gonna touch the Atheryte and then go find her. Okay. And then talk to the chocobo person. Okay. She's not far, so I'm opting to run. I wish you didn't have to go, Papa. Huh? You're the adventurer from before. What are you doing here? Oh, thank the kami we found you, Sibley. And the lady in the fancy helmet, too? How did you know my name? I see. I'm sorry to cause you both trouble. I just wanted to visit my papa's favorite fishing spot, when your chocobo chick ended up following me all the way. Well, he's safe with you now. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. Pray wait a moment. In the course of searching for Ryunosuke, we couldn't help but learn that your father will soon embark upon a voyage, and has left you feeling troubled. I realize we are but strangers, but if you're not averse, will you not talk to us about it? Oops. My hand jerked as I was putting my can back, and it clipped into my coffee mug. It's all right. My papa, he's heading to the Hingashi for trade. I heard that it's a long and dangerous journey, and it made me worry. I wanted to pray to the navigator to keep him safe at sea. But then I found out that the Ilium Layan wasn't chosen this Heavenstern, and it made me worry even more. I see. As you say, it isn't the navigator, but the keeper who presides, over the heavens this year. But if not the navigator, I thought I could at least pray to a god from the Far East. That's why I went to talk to you. So that's the way of it. You came to me hoping to beseech your to beseech our divinities to protect your father. But in my fervor to showcase our mascot, I failed to lend an ear to your earnest desire. Well, I hear you now, young one, and I shall tell you a tale about the Ryu that will grant you comfort. I just, need to recall a suitable one, something that ideally features the ocean. Then the chocobo gets all excited. Oh, what has gotten into you, little one? Curious what lies that way, are you? It's a place called the Woad Whisper Canyon. Papa told me that the waterfalls appeared there after the calamity, and they changed the flow of the Neum River. Waterfalls changing the course of a river. I believe I have the perfect tale for you, Sibley, one that will bolster your spirits as your father departs on his journey. Let us head to these waterfalls, that we might avail ourselves to their ambience. Even Ryunosuke is keen, and we wouldn't want to ignore such a fortuitous omen. Okay. Alright. Unlike a dragon, the Ryu Bugyo has a mind to make for Woad Whisper Canyon. This quest is available for a limited time only. Oh, my voice wants to give out already? Great. Come, let us head to these waterfalls. They will provide the perfect setting for my tale. I'm going to try to get through this. And then probably lay down in between pauses. Let us begin. The Ryu is a creature that shares many similarities with the dragons of Eorzea. But as I myself recently discovered, it is in fact a distinct being. Nor is there just the one Ryu. Nay, there exist myriad individuals, all of whom have their own tales, and the creature I will speak about is the mighty Seru, one of the four lords who legend holds birthed a great waterfall in the far east. Ryunosuke is excited. That does sound exciting, doesn't it? In the region of Yanzia flows the One River, and its plentiful waters nourish nearby lands. In ages past, it is said Seru drank so deeply of the river that he altered its very course, and in so doing gave rise to a waterfall, the Dragon's Struggle. While it is not widely known, Seru was also regarded as a guardian deity who protected people from disasters of water. Disasters like storms and floods? Indeed, long ago it was believed that calamities could be quelled by sacrificing a young maiden to a divine beast, such as Seru. And while no written record exists, there is a tale of a seaside village that fell into the path of a raging storm. Desperate to calm the heavens, the villagers offered unto Seru one of their daughters. However, Seru showed no interest whatsoever in the young girl. To merely know the villagers' plight was enough for him, it seemed, and he turned the course of the storm and spared them untold devastation. A benevolent being is Seru, who wields his power over water for good. Even now he hears our prayers and protects us and our loved ones from harm. That, my dear, is just one example of the noble beasts we celebrate this Heavenstern. Together, let us offer a prayer to Seru and wish your father safe travels and calm waters. That sounds perfect, miss. Thank you so much. We must thank Ryunosuke as well. Were it not for him, I might not have recalled the tale of Seru. So cute. Now you can pray to Seru for safe travels too, Adventure. Oh, but perhaps you already heard this story? I'm going to put it's not ringing any bells. Again, no answer is the wrong answer. Really? Well then, I'm glad we could hear it together. Now that I think on it, miss, you said that no written records exist of that tale. How did you come to know it? An astute observation, Sibley. You see, my family is said to be descended from the maiden who was offered to Seru. As long ago as the event took place, there is no way to confirm the tale's veracity. But if true, then it is by the grace of Seru that I am here, alive. Thus have I made it my mission to spread the word of his noble kind. Looking back, from time to time, you followed after Sibley as if you have been guided. It is as if you have been guiding me, little one. I may be your caretaker, but it was you who was watching over me. Just like an honest-to-goodness Ryu. With this, I now know what I must do to initiate people into our traditions, and I shall continue to do so for as long as the Ryu reign in the heavens. Come, let us head back to the sea together. We wouldn't want to make your father worry, now would we, Sibley? Well, I tried to do the compression gloves, but they are not... They're a little more like a hindrance right now than a help. So I'm going to keep them off and just hope I last. I should. Oh, I forgot I could fly. That's right. Okay. Then we're going to go back up. Yes. Not to the winch, but the second level. Come on. Nope. You're in front of the person I need to talk to. You were on the person I need to talk to. There you are, adventurer. Lest you wonder, young Sibley is now safely home, and I have just apprised the Ryu Mitsuke of our fruitful outing. Now that I have discovered a more suitable approach to my draconic dilemma, I wish to wander the city again for onlookers. Though I regret to impose upon you once more, your support with Sibley was most helpful. Might you accompany me while I make my rounds about the area? With your discerning eyes, I'm certain that we could readily identify those who might be receptive to our message. What say you? Sure. While I fix my light. I'm truly grateful. Come, let us set forth at once. Okay. And then it says he's accompanying you. To be mindful of that. All that. Basically, I can't teleport. Or if I run too fast, I'll lose him. Nope. Again. Didn't mean to click on the player character. I meant to click on the NPC, the ale-sipping sailor. What the hell is that chocobo chick supposed to be dressed up as? Ryunosuke here is wearing a costume that mimics the Ryu, dragons from the Far East. It is held that these creatures have mastery over water, and a sailor such as your good self may benefit from knowing about them. Huh? If you ask me, it looks more like a sea serpent. Hold it. You wouldn't have anything to do with that thrice-damned primal Leviathan, would it? I assure you there is no connection whatsoever. Far from causing disasters of water, the Ryu is a benevolent beast that protects us from them. If you are interested in knowing more, I invite you to seek us out at the After Castle. Is that right? Still, here at Limsa, we got the Navigator. That's all the protection we need on the high seas. Ah, yes. I understand the people of your nation look to Ilium Laian to favor them with safe voyages. Be that as it may, disasters of water can strike beyond the bounds of the sea, in which case, placing your faith in the Ryu could provide you with added assurance. Ha, I suppose it don't hurt to have more friends in high places, as it were. Fine, fine, I'll go and see what this is all about. And then he talks to his friend. Excuse me. Okay. Now we're gonna go this way. I'm looking at the clock. I'm hoping to have the other two characters done by 7. But we'll see. And then I can lay down and take a little nap, or at least rest my eyes. By the gods, I had just resolved to salve my soul with the sight of adorable creatures this year, and what should appear but the most charming of chocobo chicks. What's your name, little one? And what is that winsome outfit you're wearing? You have a keen eye, sir. This little fellow is Ryunosuke, and he is dressed as a Ryu, a dragon of the far east. By thus attiring Eorzea's favorite beast of burden, we hope to create a symbol of friendship between our lands. Well now, that this adorable form should harbor such splendid symbolism. I never heard of this Ryu before, but now I'm keen to know more. In that case, sir, I invite you to seek us out at the After Castle anon. There, we will be glad to answer all your questions. Excellent, we shall head there at once. Okay. Go this way. Yes? How can I assist you in your curiously dressed chocobo chick? If I may shed some light on the mystery of our mascot, little Ryunosuke here is named for the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. Oh, I thought dragons are supposed to be fearsome. This fellow looks anything but. Our costume companion notwithstanding, the Ryu is in fact a powerful and fearsome beast. Yet by the same token, they are fondly regarded as symbols of good fortune. Should you be curious about them, we would be glad to tell you more at the After Castle. A being that's regarded with both fear and fondness? Intriguing. Perhaps I'll pay a quick visit to the After Castle before returning to work. Oh, what a relief to see the locals take an interest in the Ryu. I dare say we have gathered enough people, so let us head back to the After Castle. Alright. I have to run, or else I will lose him. But thankfully it's not too far. I hope I didn't step through anybody or on anybody. So our Bugyo makes her triumphant return. You have done a tremendous job to pique the interest of so many. You are too kind, Mitsuke. None of this would have been possible without the adventurer and Ryunosuke's help. There you are, miss. My papa wanted to meet you, so I brought him. So you're the kindly folks who helped my sibling. I haven't the words to properly thank you, but I'm truly grateful for what you've done. I'm glad to see my girl smiling again. Pray do not mention it, sir. We too owe Sibylle much and more. How fares the preparation for your journey, if I may ask? Very well, thank you, and was simply praying to the legendary Seru for my safety. No matter how far I venture from home, I have no doubt that all will be well. I shall pray for your safety as well. What little we might do to help you on your way, we gladly do it. Indeed, while sharing the blessing of the divine beast is a fine thing, naught is more rewarding to our delegation than fostering friendship between our lands. For all the help you've afforded us, I wish to give you a proper reward, yet I do not know what might be suitable. He wants to come with us. Ryunosuke? Are you saying you wish to accompany our adventurer friend? I believe the little one wishes to be your charm against tumultuous waters, and he would be hard-pressed to choose a better companion. We still have Ryuji to help us in our work, so if you so wish it, Ryunosuke is yours. Ryunosuke, my little guardian, thank you for everything. May your divine aura keep our friends safe. This is so cute! And may you and yours enjoy the rest of the Heavenstern season, my friend. Know that wherever the Ryu roars, good fortune shall be upon you. Okay. Yay! Alright. That's for the fortune pulling and all that. Next time on Dragon Bow. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That achievement is so funny to me every single time I see it. Oh! I had a coffer I didn't know about. Mischievous Mogbo. Interesting. Let's see. Can I use the Mogbo? Nope. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to Minion. And... oh, that's right. Ryunosuke. As part of her efforts to introduce the noble Ryu, one of the totem animals to usher in a new year in the Far East, the Ryu Bugyo arranged to have this chocobo hatchling to serve as a mascot. For its part, the creature seems to enjoy its role and wears its outfit with adorable zeal. Let's have the... oh, look how cute. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. I wanted this. Okay. So. Ooh, excuse me. So now that I've finished this event with Izuna, I am going to take a very, very brief break. And when I come back again, we'll do some more questing and exploring. So, questing and exploring in... oops. and most likely more Donna. So I will see you then. Okay, and welcome back from that break. Very brief break. Remember, this I'm going to be treating this just like a regular stream, except it is pre-recorded and I have no chat interaction. I'm a bit more awake. It is 3:18 p.m. on Thursday, January 18th. So, let's see. It wants me to speak with Minfilia. Alright. Wait, is that the only quest I have? Let's see. Yeah. That's the only quest I have. I don't have any, Bard quests. Oops. I thought I picked up the Bard's quest. Oh well, I was wanting to do, main storyline quests anyway, so we will do that. Let us, see. Keep forgetting I'm on my keyboard. So inventory is, no, that's for Vesper's Bay. No, let's see. Return, Reverence Toll. There we go. Alright. Hopefully the sound remains okay. Like I previously did, I have my browsers closed. No browsers are up. I think the only thing I have is like Discord, a folder, and then notepads. That's it. And for my current drink, I have coffee that I made from home, and I'm drinking it out of my Uncle Sharky, what are these called? The cups that everybody's going crazy about. But it's a Uncle Sharky. Okay, where do I go? Oh, there's so many people. Outlandish man. So there was another thing that... Sit-tail. Ooh, you got a nice motorcycle. I like that. I want a motorcycle. There was another thing that I've done with my previous character, and oh my god. The UFO! Oh my god. It is, I've been told to do the tower with the outlandish man. Let's see. And you get these dark matter pieces. Legacy of Al-Ag. An oddly garbed man visiting Reverence Toll has some information which might be of use, which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. Do I know you? Ah, unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Izuna Akagane himself. Amazing, and more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity. You see, an opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discovery you shall make will be rewarded, and I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Bros of St. Poinatch's Find. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Alright. So that guy is over here, I think. Where are you? Oh, that's right, you're over here. Okay. There's so many quests over here. Let's see. Can I fly here? Yes. Okay, that makes it a little easier. Fly over this stuff. What, my kitty? Yeah? Okay. Chocobo Keep, is there... nothing. Okay. Why, if it isn't Azuna Akagane himself. I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of surely must... Wow, let me try that again. Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropo-geographical endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services, well, I'm certain prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Yes. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now the first. Uzuna, I thought that was you. Ooh, who's this? Oh! Hey, Sid. What brings you to St. Quinach's? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low and apparently insuperable foe. Yes? No? Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well, Master Garland. Our intrepid hero here caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well. Let us begin at the beginning. The sons of St. Quinach are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Alleghanian Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Alleghanian archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. The mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Tol Skaiva simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder to you. That you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Arlegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Okay? Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordana, there stands an entire Alleghanian structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon and the lesser moon Dalamod before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed... Oh, I have the hiccups, I'm sorry. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomechanical legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose the tower be explored. So from what I've been told from my roommates, there comes a certain point where if you don't do the Crystal Tower, if you don't finish the Crystal Tower, then at a certain point you're not able to advance in the storyline. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground. But like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the seventh umbral era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. Yeah, that's a bit dangerous. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen, the 8 sentinels as the sons are wont to call them. It is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleague and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It would be difficult and dangerous, but I can think of no finer man for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Okay. So I also want to wanted to say that I am also recording this with my headset that has the mic and all that, but I right before recording this part, I ordered myself the mic that was currently pinned in my throne, or on my throne, I should say. So that's gone. What is the new pin is an Elgato Stream Deck that someone anonymously suggested to me. So that is the current update to my throne, and that's the new piece of equipment that I'm going to be getting for my setup. Hopefully the next VOD clip that I do, probably for my cat girl, keep forgetting what I decided her name was, but that clip, hopefully I'll be able to have my mic all set up proper so that I could record from the mic and then just have my earbuds in like I normally do. Or at some point I'll probably be like the Uber gamer and be using my wireless earbuds. Actually, I might do the wireless earbuds, who knows. But yep, that's what I currently have going on right now. Okay, let's talk to him. Oops. Didn't mean to zoom in. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the Beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said it exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you. but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lanasia, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugamaro mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastmaster's sacred rituals will be well defended. However, whether you choose to adventure alone or with companions, I shall leave that to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Okay. So let us look at the, okay, so the levels are about the same. Okay. Alright, so for the moment, and so we can build more levels, let's do the Waking Sands. Also, wait, hold on a second. Complete. Okay. Class and jobs quest. Okay, here we go. That was for the archer. Other quests. No. There we go. Okay. Okay. The next Bard quest will be available from him once you've completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Alright. Have we completed before the dawn? I don't think I have. Oh, that scared me for a bit. Nope. Okay. So let's go back and talk with Menphilia. And we'll do that currently. And the rising stones, right? I think it's this one. Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay, so there's your Stola. There's Thancred. What else is over here? Papalimo, Ida, and the Hoary Boulder. I like the Hoary Boulder. He's a trip. We got her. Alright. Alpionode. Hey, dude. Yes. Enter the solar. The new solar. So this is what the new digs looks like. Can we look up? Kind of. Right. There they are. Well, it is certainly spacious. It could have voice acted all this. There's more dialogue that gets voice acted later on. There's the staff. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we shall sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the Antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. God, I'm so tall compared to him. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea. I'm sorry, it's still... This is just a me thing. Purely a me thing. But I feel... them bringing Thancred back in and forgiving him after what happened... I feel that was a bit too quick. You know, like, he did a, oops, my bad. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Never mind that he was taken over by La Habrea. Never mind that he tried to kill people. Never mind that he tried to do all sorts of bad. But it's just, oops, you're bad? Really? A moment of your time. I would speak of Elidibus. Ha! Ha ha ha! I never noticed that, but she seems to jump a little when Urianger comes up. Did anyone else notice that, or is that just me? She's like, whoop! Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me... No... Ugh. Gosh, you talk so oddly, it's hard to, read your sentences. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, no, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Don't! Do not summon him into being. Or Ochre, or Puce, and which of our allies will then fall silent? Which indeed? I've played through enough to know what happens. For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out... Now they're talking about I just said this. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. Nope. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Sorry, I was drinking some of my coffee, and I've been having issues swallowing fully. So sometimes I have to take a little longer than normal to like swallow, drink, make sure that I've swallowed everything, and then I talk. Because if I don't, I end up... I have problems with choking anyway, but I still risk choking, and it's just... It's a mess. My health is a mess. The fact that I am able to function as well as I can fake being a functioning person. That's little in stature, but I can fake functioning as a person really good most days, and then other days like, nope. Sorry. I went to go scratch my cheek, and my finger just whoosh against the mic. Yet there may be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I have never seen that word before. Holy cow. I dare not consider the alternative. Now, I know I said I've read through this before. Basically, with words like that, if I don't have to read it out loud, my brain just kind of, boop, it just goes over it. It, like, guesses what it's supposed to be, and then that's that. When I'm doing Let's Plays or streams, I have to actually read the word out loud unless the scene's voice acted. And then that's where I struggle and have trouble, because my brain's like, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to try to guess. There are forces at work we do not understand. I discern them all around in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you'll be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you? I have met Kryl. I love Kryl. Oh! Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ador and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. Ooh, that scared me. And at long last they see. That noise was just also said. Ooh, a realm awoken is the achievement I just unlocked. Okay. Still Waters. Minfilia has a new assignment for you. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home, when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Excuse me. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Okay. Alright. Go to Horizon. Oop. Thought I was gonna do another cutscene. Let's leave the solar at least. I'm still under the mind in certain areas of World of Warcraft. If you log out or you exit certain areas, you can get trapped there. Okay. All right, so Horizon. Do I have a teleport for Horizon? Probably not. Oh, I do. Oh, it's in what? Oh. Okay, it's Western Thanalan. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I have plenty of money. Or gold. I forgot it was there. Not like I forgot it existed. I forgot it was in that location. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Horizon, that's right. Basically, there's Copperbell Mines. And here's Waking Sands. Got it. Hey girl. God, she has to crane her neck up so high. I feel bad. Ah, your assistance is most welcome. How close am I? No. I am a bit too close to you, honey. I am sorry. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he relayed to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Okay. So let's talk with Fupalupa. Pink bean. Why did my brain, for some reason, see prick bean? God, I hate my brain. It makes me see the wrong stuff sometimes. Are you voice acted? Probably not. Oh, hello there. Izuna, was it? Yashnola said to expect you. Terrible business, these steps. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystal stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Uh-oh. Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavy-laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegheny Sunway. The cart bolted off toward eastern Thanalan, where, thank gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Almaja do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I failed to see what else it could. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. What? Thancred, wherever have you been off to? See, that's suspicious, sir. After you just were sneaking about, being all possessed and everything, and now everybody's just gonna let you go off on your own again? How do we know this won't happen again? We have your assurances? Sir. Sir. I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on my Almaja friends. See that? Suspicious. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened... Oh, you just so happened upon the run. I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they have ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Of course they weren't. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us. Against all expectation, it would seem that the Almaja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motives were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Arianje of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then. "'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated."
Oh, voice acting.
Indeed. I shall remain watchful.
Uh-oh.
Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to...
Huh?
Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll.
Thinker's like, is she cute? And Ariana's like, what does that matter? Oh, I forgot about that part.
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Ariana, the ace icon. He's like, I just want to work. I just want to read the scrolls and the books and write on the parchment. I don't got time for women. What are you talking about? I'm literally crying. What's going on? Interesting.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
You know she's got to be another main character. She has voice lines. Oh, let's see. Let's just get the money. A final temptation. Thancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. You want to check out the cute chick. That's all it is. Come on now. Thancred would be like, but is she cute? Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight. I want the spaceship. Oh my god. That is so funny. I bet you it's a cash shop item though. No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows? If we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. He's like, I'm going to make that little Lala think, whether he likes it or not. Come on, use those brain cells. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is the disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. Indeed, if for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in a horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves be wily as ours? Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhaps not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. Uh-oh. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerlia. A fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Okay. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Okay. How far do I have to go? Oh, not too far. Okay. Oh, the blind burb. There. It's better on my eyes right now. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Oh. What are we looking at? Okay. There's your Stola. Oh, she looks so cute. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed? I'm fine. A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves? All of them? Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you could be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Okay. Her little outfit reminded me of that one country song, Coal Miner's Daughter. Oh, it's the wow. I want the spaceship though. Oh my god, that looks so funny. I want to look it up real quick though. Let me see. Let's see, final Fantasy 14. These. Spaceship. UFO mount, that's what it is. Let's see. Oh. No, I don't want to watch a YouTube video. No, I don't want to watch a YouTube video. Gosh darn it. Didn't realize that was a YouTube video. Oh, it's a mount from patch 6.55. Okay. Oh, yeah. At the B and C. Oh. Yeah. That fits. It's a quest line that I've been wanting to do for a while. But it's not it's side quests, but it's amusing side quests. Yeah, the UFO thing fits. Okay. I don't want to say too much about it, but you'll see what it is at some point. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. If that's so, that by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and make good his escape. Oh my god. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that Soma suite confiscate, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf. Lominsen born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. Oh my god. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes? He's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Okay. Where are you sending me? The Mother of Exiles. Thancred has information on your next assignment. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphionode awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphionode has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade, and when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Okay. Speak with Alphionode, alright. So it is here, alright. Use the ticket. Save time. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations in the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Olda. Sorry, that was my work phone. Come with me to Olda. Unless I'm mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the Royal Promenade. Okay. Now the cutscene. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repertoire. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Olda. I like your company, basically. Okay. Haven't done all this stuff in a while. Well, storyline wise. Fish! I thought that's what their little guild tag said. Fish! Let's go this way for the Royal Promenade. Takes the elevator. Diablo Bum Tribe. Okay. Bum Tribe. Get up to the strip. My eye is watering, I apologize. Okay. The sound of running feet on carpet. Oh, I just had to get close. Okay. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness? Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. That tail, though. I gather your pleas fell on deaf ears? A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphionode Levieur at your service. A friend. Which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ulda. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. Then you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there's aught we can do to help. Okay. So go to the quicksand, which is... I think that's Vesper Bay. Oh no, that's the inn. That's right. I was going to go to the wrong place. My brain is not working properly and remembering names of places and locations. Sorry. I'm glad I looked at my quest to see where it actually is. Okay. Adventurous Guild. Is this voice acted? I don't remember.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
I want to sweep his hair away from his face.
Doma is gone, razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
That's why she's seeking refugee.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
Oh my god.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Uh-oh.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
She's trying to be, like, super respectful. Come on, Elfianid.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Okay, ooh, now I get to speak with her. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Okay. Speak with Momo D. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see, but just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha. Go and call on Free Duria and Catherine of the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Okay. So I'm gonna go out here. And let's see. Alright. Either way. Let's see. This is usually the place where the game's audio glitches out. If it is still doing so, I apologize. Again, as I said in the past, I cannot personally hear it when I'm recording, but I hear it after when I've gone to edit. Okay. Okay. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Jeez. You're a little harsh. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhaps you misheard her instructions? Y'all are mean. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. Ugh. Why are you red? Found pieces. Disciple of the Hand. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to the Mamudi. And if you saw my TikTok last night or the wee hours of this morning, I know I said, "Oh yeah, I can't stream, but I'll record," and then now I'm recording at the afternoon. There was a good reason for that. I downloaded a game that looked interesting called Food Truck Tycoon, and I just wanted to play as a little distraction from my hands bothering me. I know it's odd. I'd be doing something with my hands to distract from my hands, but it happened, okay? And I ended up getting super wrapped up in that game. But I'm recording now, so I went to go take a drink, and I almost poked myself in the nose with my straw. Is this a Stanley Cup? Now I'm curious. What is considered a So technically my Uncle Sharky is a Stanley. So the thing with the Stanleys is they are tall. Like, they hold at least, the big mugs of coffee, mine can hold 2.5 of those mugs. And so it's pretty tall, and I'm this little tiny, like, at some point I'll do a photo or record a TikTok showing how big this is in my tiny little hands. Anyways, I go to take it off my desk to take a drink, and I almost poke myself in the nose. It's just, I can basically have it in my lap and then just duck my head a little bit, and I'll be able to drink from it. That's how big this thing is for me. It's comical how big it is. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yuguri that all's in hand. I love Lady Yuguri. I am not running into you. Okay. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momondy is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Hey, we're the same race! I just realized that! Look at the tails! Lady Yuguri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you would be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alfiano. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. The small favor you've fairly worn with your words. And it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Okay. So we're gonna go out this door. Gotta go back there. Alrighty. Hey, Rabon. Sup? A pleasure. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri.
I love her.
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
Uh-oh.
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
Uh-oh.
The law is the law.
I don't like Lolorito. He's a butt.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
So racist.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Mm-hmm.
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves.
She is not happy with him at all.
What were your words that day? Ah, yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Oh my god, I don't like him.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
Good. Tell him.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
Uh-oh. Fight, fight, fight.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote.
Lala fight.
To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Only 3. Oh.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited.
She did try, though. They both did. Both her and, Raubon. I couldn't remember his name for a second.
Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Yeah, you're greedy too.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Okay, dye pots. Yeah, let's get some, lilac purple dye pot, even though it looks red. Promises to keep. Raubon would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. As you've observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Ooh, excuse me. Oft I have wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. But I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oops. Nope. We'll do it this way. There we go, this way. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monetarius have made the position clear. Agreed. Ulda is not an option. Nor are Limsa Limensa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatments. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Uh-oh. Menphrilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, perhaps, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alfiano. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Reverend's Toll, an outpost in Mordana. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Reverend's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they would have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ulda, Reverend's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfiano, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Reverend's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Izuna. Okay. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Alright. So, speak with Alfiano. Go back this way. Oh, there you are. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Heavenstern too much to bear. Too long had they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momody has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordana. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Aww, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of her. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught that Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhaps it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordana. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77th Caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. My lord. After all that has befallen these good people, is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ulda, Lady Yugiri. And you in reverence toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Promises to keep. Now let's just get the silver. Okay. Yugiri's game. Alphionode has a mind to send you to Vesper Bay. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ulda. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. I will have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process, though tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay. Vesper Bay, ho! I want to try to get Lady Yugiri and her people to Morda, and then I'll end for now. That should be a good stopping point. But yay! I'm glad we got to meet a new character. Well, I'm glad we got to meet a new character in this one. So exciting! I thought his name was Hormel, like the chili. It's Home. Oh my god. Greetings. Alphionode informed me that Scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. It's fine. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eye will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. The kids are like, scatter! Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ulda? I hear we're traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride on like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. I had trouble finding some of these kids, but let's see. Any here? Well, the first time I played this, I had trouble finding some of the kids. Okay. None are in here. Okay. Oops. There's one. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Izuna Akagane, eh? I still don't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide-and-seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Izuna Akagane. Okay. And another kid is over here. I see you up there. Oop. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? You get to ride a horsebird carriage. I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. Okay. I gotta get this kid up here. How'd you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Oh my god, that took me little to no time. When I initially played this with Queena, it took me so long to find all the kids. And no, I didn't memorize their hiding spots. Wonderful, all the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Okay, cool. Why we adventure. At long last, Hosan and his group are ready to leave Vesper Bay. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together, with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Olda is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When we are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Okay. And... Hello. Eager to be off, are ye? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. Runner from the Brass Blades says we might have a problem. Of course. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on them. Of course, but I don't pay to gamble on this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe. Safe-like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The blades tell me the roads there are safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Okay. So, go on ahead. I don't mean to be yawning, I apologize. And, okay, and, Hi, Thancred. Bye, Thancred. How far outside Horizon are you, Pete? Oh, yeah. You're on the other side of the bridge. Nope, not sinking. Oops, too far. Ooh. Okay. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Haha. Well fought, sir, well fought. If only I were in better health. I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pray not, my son, no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, so shall give our all. We shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Rebin's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. I look so mysterious that way. What the hell? What's going on? Hey, Mr. Azuna. Hey, Mr. Azuna. Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. I'm gonna be mysterious, I say, to go wither the wild rose blooms. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but they don't grow in a lot of places. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Master Azuna. I've got a question. What's Reverend's toll like? Is it pretty? I'm going to say it's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. So cute. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Master Azuna, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? I'm going to say seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions for Master Azuna. Or for Mr. Azuna. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Azuna. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Reverend's Toll, let's make an adventurer's guild for Domans. That's so cute. Or protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Azuna and Lady Yugiri. That's adorable. Yeah, just like Mr. Azuna and Lady Yugiri. So cute. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? There we go. Okay. Now I need to speak with Althea Node. Alright. Where are we? Alright. This kid's asking all those questions. It's kind of a little cute little addition. That's how you learn, asking questions. I'm getting a little stiff. Okay. Turn on my light because it's now dark. And I'm probably going to get something to eat when I'm done here. Right. Oh, I know where I am. At first I'm like, where am I? Over here. It's kind of too bad that in cities like this, you can't use your mount. Makes it a bit slower to get from place to place, but it's fine. You get there eventually. Ah, I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Reverend's Toll forthwith. Alright, cool. All due respect. Althea Node would have you and Yugiri depart for Reverend's Toll without delay. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representative in Reverend's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanaland, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Southbourne upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Gary to Menphilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tide should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels. Oh, I'm getting the hiccups. Okay. So, just go to Reverend's Toll? That's it? Okay. I honestly thought there'd be more to it, but I guess not. Okay. Alright, so... Ah, this must be the esteemed Lady Gary and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and a camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet with the antecedent. 7 hells! Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. Okay. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones anon. Okay. Speak with Miss Leah. I think it's... Or was I just at... Nope. Did I get turned around? I got turned around. There we go. Okay. 'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but waiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand that you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unsolved? I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it is within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here? Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Reverend's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure. Attencient. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaffboard. Lady Yugiri, Izuna. Whoa, okay. Well, Hammond and I will make the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhaps you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival? There she is.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The serpent reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
Uh-oh.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, that's not good.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones.
Uh-oh.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
That's a scary sound.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Uh-oh.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Yep.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Uh-oh.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Yeah, we're all just discussing this in front of her like nothing.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
She doesn't know.
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Oh.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies.
True, true.
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Alrighty, and let's see. The sea rises. Minfilia wishes to share some final words on the coming mission prior to departing for Limsa Lominsa. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse is to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Okay. Okay, let us leave out of here. Actually, oh, let's just teleport to Limsa. It's fine. Just so that we're there for next time. Okay, I'm gonna go over here where it's less like people and everything, but I think this is a good place to stop for now. I did not mean to go on as long as I did, but we got, some more of the story going on. We got some more allies, and of course we have a new primal that we are going to have to stop. And that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching, whether you were watching this VOD in the morning, afternoon, or night. Please don't forget to stay safe, stay happy, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hopefully there wasn't too many glitches, and if there were, I apologize. My new computer is going to be coming hopefully soon. Alright, talk to y'all later. Bye.